Okay, so we got this one now.
Every single time that there's a shooter, everybody's
This was from the shooting that I covered yesterday. I would like to apologize because I was wrong, though it had the same principle as the Luigi Mandoloni. So this guy was supposedly NFL. They wanted to say that it was a white guy. He looks black. Different person, same principle. They're thinking that it was because he went to he was going to be part of the National Football League, NFL, and he supposedly went to this building thinking that it was an NFL building to shoot it up, and it turns out it wasn't. But
oh my God, I hope he's black. Or oh my God, is he a Muslim?
Yeah, that was the go-to for a lot of the internet yesterday, which really kind of pissed me the fuck off. Before I uploaded the video, I had to rechange the title because I was like, I don't think this is going to suit it now because some more had come out, but now we have a lot more about what had happened with the shooting.
Yes, he is. I know.
But a lot of people were trying to politically charge and racially charge this into something that it obviously wasn't, because it was another poor person that went and shot up a bunch of rich people that he thought were the people for NFL.
This is what they do. Or, oh, it's
and they're going to do everything they can to make it seem racially or politically charged when it wasn't. It was morally and financially charged.
And see, correct. They do it too. Oh, it's another transsexual. See? Or, oh, it's a white kid. Oh, what are we going to do now? Are we going to blame the parents? Oh, it's mental health now. Oh, yeah. It's the most... Ooh, nobody likes that. Who likes that? They like playing big... It's so obnoxious. It's so obnoxious. It's yes.
Shooting, no rhyme or reason that we can put together at this point. It's too early. Our prayers obviously go out to the family of this officer.
Somebody says Fox
a cop was shot and killed leaving behind a family, which is really, really
this is
sad.
Reporting he possibly had CTE and may have been targeting the NFL headquarters. I mean, maybe, right? I mean, it's possible, but I mean, I don't think you can really know.
To the other 4 civilians that
he did not have a manifesto, but he also, based on his demeanor, did not seem like he was going to be leaving.
But there's a chance. You're right.
Obviously, it's very soon to put much together, but I'm just going to go through a few thoughts that I have as an investigator.
They're trying to say with CTE, they're trying to say he had a spinal cord injury. I believe that's what CTE is. That's the reason why he went here and did this.
The subject is allegedly from Las Vegas.
He killed a Jewish lady, so it could be that too. I don't know, man.
At this point, apparently a suicide, but I would want to know everything about their travel. When did they come to New York?
Because remember whenever Luigi did that? Like, the Luigi one was very clean, and when they caught him, he had all this information that he put out to explain why he did what he did. So, I mean, I think the Luigi situation was, very rare in the case that it seemed like, obviously, the guy, because, with Luigi, his friends had said that, he kind of went off the deep end as he, as it became closer to whenever he shot the guy. But, that would make sense because he had, back pain and everything. And,
yeah,
of course, right? It makes sense. Not that it makes it okay, but, it's just understanding why somebody would do something. But the point is that... when I see this, there doesn't really seem to be a big agenda, right? There's not a big agenda. There's nothing else going on. So why would somebody do this? I don't know.
What were their travel patterns?
I think he just
Who
snapped.
booked those flights? Was there surveillance, video surveillance?
I mean, you say he just snapped, but who just snaps and how many of you guys have one of these in your house? I couldn't even get one of these in Rust.
They picked up that showed him casing the building. Who does he know in the building? Where does he work? Does he know someone on one of those floors?
Maybe he was trying to make sure it was the right building and he still fucked it up somehow.
Obviously, to me, it appears to be a target.
Shared cultural investment, the cultural promise that's been made, the cultural contract, the social contract that's made with the country and the society and the individual has been broken. And this is the thing, my dad would tell me this, and if you have any boomer fucking relatives, if they, at least in the South, they'll tell you guys used to drive to fucking high school and leave their shotguns in the car.
Yeah.
most shootings are with pistols. Yeah, sure. But like either way,
You do realize that even if you outlawed guns, that you can 3D print guns now. That's what Luigi did. He 3D printed his own gun and shot and killed the CEO. So like, you could advocate for them to get rid of guns as much as you want, but when you've got like the ability to just 3D print a fucking firearm or make the plans to 3D print a firearm, people are going to get guns regardless. It's going to happen.
Even more radicalized than they already are, trying to like turn everything like it's a white person. It's obviously not a white person. Why would you say this? And there's always
his hair is way too thick for it to be a white person. Like that was the first thing they tried to say, was that it was a fucking white person. It's not.
This like just ever escalating, weird, contrived, everybody knows they're lying but they just keep doing it anyway vibe that happens with the media. It's outrageous
these days. It is disgusting, it is wrong, it is despicable, and we should not have to live in fear. But you know what? I commend this NYPD officer. Thank you to her. She paid the ultimate sacrifice today. And my prayer goes out to the 4 others and any others. Right now, the number is obviously not going to be confirmed.
So back then you have a safe society with more cultural norms and better mental health. If it declines so badly, this has to be addressed first. But taking guns away seems like a proper measure. No, absolutely not. I would rather have the risk of having people do this and live in a world where people do this than not be able to defend myself in my own home.
I agree with that.
And that is the trade-off. Like I will state it plainly, right? In case anybody's confused. I would rather take the risk of a higher chance of being killed in a mass shooting situation than not be able to defend myself with a gun in my own home.
And it's like what I had said a few seconds ago. Like, most people who are going to commit a crime, they're going to get a gun illegally regardless. They're going to either print one out using like a personal printer, or they're going to actually just go and buy one illegally. The problem isn't that they can get their hands on a firearm and you want to take them away. That's not the issue. The issue is that what leads up to this has nothing to do with the gun itself. What leads up to this is what we should be trying to fix, not trying to take away everyone's guns, because the likelihood that somebody's going to go somewhere and shoot up the place is still going to be there. It'll be harder for them to get the gun, but like at the end of the day, it's still going to be the same scenario. It's just that you'll have less people who will have the ability to defend themselves.
I think that that's just more important. And as with many things, more freedom comes with more risk.
That's right.
More freedom comes with a higher possibility of something bad happening. That's true. You're absolutely right. But I would take that risk, and I think most people would. That's why we have the Second Amendment.
But these are people that did everything that they could, I'm sure, to save their own life, but to protect others. And I saw the images of those in the office. I believe it was Blackstone or another office. And they took the furniture, the file cabinets, everything that they could.
Oh, they probably
and
barricaded
they put it up against
it.
the door.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we are trained to do. In law enforcement, we train civilians and officers.
Barricade the door.
Civilians, you run, you hide, and you fight.
Shows a particular floor, apparently. And so, you know, it's a little bit unclear, as in a person. Well, that person likely knows him, knows who he is, unless, unfortunately, that person is deceased. So there's certainly going to be looking at why did he shoot, who he shot, was he looking for a specific person, which could answer all of this out. Is the person he was looking for perhaps among the wounded? And that goes to the idea that a scene like this is very, very chaotic. So if you're running it, and they're going to have somebody chief level running this thing, you're going to have people at the hospital with the wounded. Are they in a position to be debriefed? Can you talk to them? Did he say anything while shooting? Do you know him? Had you seen him before? Had he applied for a job? Because the reporting I got...
I'm kind of surprised that the whole thing, and all they got was this one camera right here. I'm kind of shocked.
It's important to know why people do something, because if you can figure out enough people, this is the reason why you want to find out. is that if you can figure out, like, generally, if you know everything, you can predict the future. And so if you know why people are doing something and you can create like kind of a like
scenario,
like mostly black, no, it's not real. But I'm pretty sure
I genuinely don't think this has anything to do with race or religion. I think it's just another poor person that obviously couldn't afford his medicals and was done and fed up with the system.
Something they're pulling out.
That's honestly what I see here. Just like Luigi Mandaloni.
Yeah, let me go back to
you guys.
I agree with the reason. I don't agree with killing people. I don't at all. I think that the system's completely broken and it needs to be rebalanced.
You know what I'm saying?
But this is
right?
not
About
the way to do it.
Like how almost every single one of the
concealed carry permit, which I did have when I did live in New York, for the city.
Physical theater, and anybody who's trying to like make these restrictions on guns in cities is just a retard.
But like this,
It's just so
through the streets of New York is the strangest thing. The fact that nobody saw
They were doing. Okay, I've seen
that's
a lot
true.
of mass.
On a mission.
Yeah, this is not something that you see
the
every
way
day
he
in New York
walked
City. New
into
York
the
is known to have
building.
very tight gun laws, but as I have always said in my job,
But you could just leave the city and go get a gun in a different city and then cross the state line and then go to a place like this and shoot it up. Like,
criminals that are set out
from
to
what
kill
I understand, this guy didn't even live here. He lived like all the way in a different state.
people, they don't
He
care.
drove
about
this
gun
far to
laws,
do this.
Okay, they have
The problem is that the gun laws are statewide, and it's easy to go to another state and just get a gun and bring it back over.
Exactly.
That's the reason why it doesn't work. If and also, like, even in a world where you could prevent anybody from getting guns, Luigi 3D printed his gun, and that's what's going to keep happening. 3D printing and other types of creation mechanisms for weapons are just going to become more and more popular.
Yep.
Look at the thing that killed Shinzo Abe, the fucking Japanese prime minister. That was a homemade gun too. So the entire
the damn thing was put together with like pipes and stuff, dude. Like pipes and wood held that gun together, and it was able to kill him.
idea of like,
the gun control there was outrageous. And someone in a country where guns were completely illegal, even for the police, got a makeshift weapon and killed a fucking leader. It doesn't solve anything.
you have to make gun laws to stop people. That's not going to work because people can literally just 3D print them. They can do it now, but it's going to get even better later.
Yep.
It's just stupid.
Respect
It's
for
stupid
law.
and
If
short
there
sighted.
I feel like the more that this is going to unravel, the more we'll know. But I am almost fairly certain that this is another Luigi Mandaloni incident. I am almost 100% certain. I can smell it in the air.